Hi, welcome to Storytime at Home. I'm Miss Alyson, and it's great to have you with me. Our story time today is about, instead of telling you, how about I show you? I'm going to move the laptop around so I can show you on camera. Miss Willa. Willa, you want to look at the camera? Can you say hi? She's too busy giving herself a bath. There she is. Yeah. We are going to read about kitty cats today, and maybe one of my other ones will show up while I'm reading the books to you. I've got 3 picture books and a paper craft. Before we get started, I do want to remind you that Summer Reading Club is ongoing through the end of the month. July 31st is the last day that we'll be taking reading minutes. You can log your minutes on through our website, www.faylib.org. You use a program called Read Squared. And then we also, of course, have our calendar. You can check it out and see when all of our story times are. We have workshops going on with so many fun projects. We have some guest presenters, guest performers, lots and lots of cool stuff going on through the rest of the month. So go on by our website and check that out. The library is open on a grab-and-go basis for you to come and check out new materials. We have limited hours. Just come on in and get you some new books, and then say hello as you pass by the desk. Don't forget to wear your mask. You ready to get going? All right, here we go. First book is called Princess Puffybottom and Darryl. Princess Puffybottom had the perfect life. And I've got a kitty cat who looks exactly like this, but I don't know if she's going to come out of the bedroom from her nap. She loves her naps. Her subjects served her delicious meals. If they were late, she gave them a firm but gentle reminder. There she is. I've got another kitty cat who does that early in the morning. She walks back and forth across me at 5 o'clock, telling me it's time to get up and serve her breakfast. They also took care of more delicate matters. In return, Princess Puffybottom permitted some petting, and she humored them once in a while. You see her playing with the little laser toy? I bet she likes it more than she lets on. Yep, life was good. Look at all her toys and her soft pink bed. Yep. Until the day Darryl arrived. Ooh, does she look happy? What sound do you think she's making? Oh, my kitty cat just jumped. He was horrible. He was disgusting. He was an animal. Oh, look what he's doing. He threw up, and then he ate it. Gross. Sometimes that's what dogs do. Princess Puffybottom knew he would not last. Darryl would be banished. It was only a matter of time. So she waited and waited and waited. He's chasing his tail. He's eating her food. Oh, the audacity. Finally, the day arrived. Her subjects left with Darryl, and they were gone for a very long time. Oops. There they go, out the front door. She thinks it's over. Princess Puffybottom celebrated. She knew they were taking him to a faraway kingdom. It's like she's throwing the stuffing up from his bed up in the air. Her subjects eventually returned, with Darryl. If you've got a puppy dog or a kitty cat, you've probably seen these little cones before. Sometimes the vet has to put them on the animals so that they won't mess with where they have stitches or if they've got a wound or something. They don't like it, but it's good for them because it lets their incision heal. Princess Puffybottom was not amused. Princess Puffybottom knew something had to be done. She tried hypnosis. See, she's looking at her owner saying, put him outside. Give him away for free. She tried trickery. Oh, bad kitty. She's making it look like he chewed the shoe. Oh, my. She tried sabotage. Whoops. He's not the one that went potty in the house. She did, but she made it look like he did it. Oh, she's a stinker. Nothing worked. Darryl was here to stay. You see her pouting underneath the chair? Oh, Princess Puffybottom. Looks like they're having some kind of party. Princess Puffybottom was sad. Nobody seemed to notice, though. Except for Darryl. Is he getting under the chair with her? She's not so sure about it, though. He was very annoying. He followed her everywhere. Darryl wasn't bright, and he wasn't sophisticated. What is he drinking out of? Oh my goodness! Dogs can be silly that way. But he did have his uses. What are they working together to do? Are they getting in the trash can? They are. Oh. And Darryl just worshipped her. Look at that. She's on her bed, and he agrees to sleep on the floor. Oh, she's up on her scratching post, too. He does look like he's got her up on a pedestal. So, Princess Puffybottom tolerated Darryl most of the time. He's licking her face. Does she like that? Not a whole lot, but she's putting up with it. Life was good again. At least her subjects wouldn't be bringing home any more surprises. Oh, what do they have in their arms? Is it a baby? Yep. I'm afraid Princess Puffybottom and Darryl are about to be in for a big surprise. What do you think? Do you think they'll come to love that baby? I think they will. I think the three of them are going to be good friends. All right. Let's go to our second one. And I bet y'all are familiar with these books. If you give a cat a cupcake. I love these books. If you give a cat a cupcake, he'll ask for some sprinkles to go with it. Of course, makes sense. When you give him the sprinkles, he might spill some on the floor. Cleaning up will make him hot, so you'll give him a bathing suit and take him to the beach. He'll want to go in the water. I don't know. A lot of kitty cats, I'm not so sure they want to do that. Yeah, it looks like he's not real excited about that. Oh, and build a sandcastle too. Now that he might get into. Then he'll look for seashells. Look at that. That's a pretty good sandcastle. He'll find a few other things as well. Look at all that. Surfboard and toys and a deflated beach ball. Oh my goodness. He'll put them in his pail and try to pick it up, but it'll be too heavy. So he'll decide he needs to work out at the gym, of course. First, he'll warm up on the treadmill. Then he'll lift a weight or two. He might even try a karate class. Hee-yah! After the gym, he'll want to go to the park. When you get there, he'll see the rocks, and he'll climb as high as he can go. At the top, he'll see the lake, and he'll want you to take him rowing. See the boats over there in the corner? He'll be the captain, and you'll have to row. Then he'll notice the merry-go-round, and he's going to want to go for a ride. He is a busy kitty cat. He'll want you to go for a ride, too. That's nice of him. You'll choose the horse with the purple mane, and he'll get on the whale. The whale will remind him of the Science Museum, and he'll ask you to take him there. First, he'll find the... Ooh, dinosaurs. Look how little he is. Then he'll visit the Hall of Apes. There he is. When the museum closes, you'll be the last to leave. On the way home, you'll pass by the beach. You'll help him gather all of his things. Then he's going to want to race you. There they go. When you get home, he'll empty the sand from his shoes, and he might spill some on the floor. Yep. Seeing the sand on the floor will remind him of the sprinkles, and he'll probably ask you for some, which means what? What do you think he's going to want since he's thinking of sprinkles? And chances are, if you give him some sprinkles, he's going to want a cupcake to go with them. That makes me want a cupcake. All right, one more, and then I'm going to show you the craft. Mr. Puskins, a love story. This is the story of a little girl called Emily and her dear cat, Mr. Pusskins. Emily adored Mr. Pusskins. Look at his face. Is that a grumpy cat? That's a grumpy cat. Each morning, she would invent fun games for Mr. Pusskins to play. In the afternoons, she'd brush his long fur coat and tell him, "Oh, Mr. Pusskins, what a handsome boy you are. I do love you ever so much." Do you think he feels the same? Doesn't look like it. And each night, Emily would snuggle up in bed and read Mr. Pusskins a special story. But Mr. Pusskins never listened. The girl's constant babbling, blah-de-blah-de, blah, 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 bored his whiskers off. He wanted more than this dull life. See him sitting in the window? His tail is twitching, which means he's irritated. He's annoyed. So one night, he left. He went places he wasn't meant to go, and did things he wasn't meant to do, and made friends with a pesky cat gang. He's getting in the trash. Ooh, he's tearing up flower beds. Bad kitty. Life without Emily was such naughty fun. Are they singing in the alley? Oh, I bet they're making a big old racket. Can you meow like they probably are? Meow, meow. Look at all those people awake. Oh, they're probably just annoyed. Yep, they're saying, "Be quiet. Shh, hush." But time passed and things changed. The rain fell and an icy wind blew. The things Mr. Puskin wasn't supposed to do weren't fun anymore, and his new friends weren't really nice. How lovely it would be to have someone brush his fur and tell him how much they loved him. He felt all alone. Look at that pitiful kitty. Isn't he sad? Oh my goodness. Then down the gray streets fluttered a tatty old poster. It was a picture of Mr. Pusskins. He stared at the photo. What a bad-tempered cat he looked. Emily had given him everything a cat could ever dream of, but he'd never been nice to her. It was a lost poster. See that? Oh. How sorry he felt. That just breaks my heart. Look at that sad face. Oh. Mr. Puskins found a phone. He dialed the number from the poster and waited anxiously. Someone answered. Meow, whispered Mr. Puskins in a very sad little voice. Mr. Puskins, is that you? Oh, thank goodness, said Emily. Wait there. I'll come and get you. He sat patiently. Would Emily find him? Did she still love him? He waited and waited, but Emily didn't come. Then, from over the mountains, he heard a car. Mr. Puskins' heart leapt. It was Emily. His dear Emily was coming for him. See the car coming? The car got nearer and nearer, and then it sped straight past. Meow, wailed Mr. Puskins. Emily doesn't love me anymore. But then the car screeched to a halt. Emily jumped out. Mr. Puskins, my beautiful Mr. Puskins, she cried. I didn't recognize you. Emily scooped up her dear cat. At last they were together again. This is the end of the story of a little girl called Emily and her dear cat, Mr. Puskins. Mr. Puskins adores Emily. Every evening he cuddles her and purrs gently while she reads to him. Look at that picture. I love that. Now, both Emily and Mr. Puskins realize how lucky they are to have each other. Yay! That is what I call a happy ending. Yay! Okay, let me show you your craft. I think you're going to like this a lot. And I made 2 versions. Look at this. How is that for a kitty cat? Isn't she fancy? See her little sparkly collar? Yeah, and here's the other one. This one's fancy too. How about that? Okay, let me show you the list of what you'll need. You're going to need paper plate and some construction paper, glue, scissors, googly eyes if you want them. You can use buttons or you can draw the eyes on. Craft palms, the little fuzzy things that their noses are made out of, and gemstones if you want them. You don't have to. You can draw their collar on, or if you have glitter around the house, you can just put little glue dots and sprinkle the glitter, and then paint. If you want to, like I just used a plain paper plate for the white kitty, but then to do a black kitty, I used black paint. Okay, I think with this last paper plate I have, I'm probably going to make one that has orange stripes. Okay, so the things you'll definitely need are the paper plate for the body, construction paper for the head, the ears, the whisker, and the tail, glue to put it all together, and scissors to cut the plate and the construction paper, and then these last 3 things just if you want them: craft palms, gemstones, and paint. All you do is cut the paper plate into kind of a horseshoe shape. Okay, so it comes down to a point to make the little paws. All right, so see how it was the paper plate? That's the shape that you cut out. And then you can paint it whatever color you want. I love this black kitty cat. Look at that sparkly collar. Very fancy, very posh. And here's the white one. One more time. Those are so fun, aren't they? Yeah. Let me see if I can get one of my real kitties to come back here and say goodbye. Birdie, you want to come up here? See if I can get her from her nap. You want to come up here? Let me see if I can get her for you. Come here, sugar. Oh. Here we go. She's gray. Yeah, she's sleepy. I got her up from her nap. She's probably not going to forgive me. All right, thanks for joining me for story time at home today. I hope you had a good time. I sure did. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.